completing the collection, episode 3, part 2 of my personal collection, and I'm glad you can join me. I'm your humble host, Mr.PopCult, and in today's video, we're going to be going over part 2 of my personal collection. Now, in this video, we're going to be going over some more Black Series figures, some more of the Lord of the Rings figures, some more Avatar figures, but I actually have one figure in a franchise that I haven't spoken about yet, so I'm excited to show you guys. If you haven't seen episode 2 or episode 1 of this series, I'm gonna link it down below in the description. I'll also link it in the video. Not a lot of talking today. I'm just gonna jump right into showcasing these figures for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it.
First on our list, we have Luke Skywalker from the Yavin ceremony at the end of A New Hope. This is actually one of the most common figures that I personally have seen. I see him literally in any store that sells action figures. Next up, we have Princess Leia Organa from A New Hope in her iconic white dress. This figure actually comes with 2 blasters, which I thought was a nice touch because it shows that she was a fighter too. Here we have an IG series unit. This is IG-11. He's a bounty hunter. If you haven't seen Mandalorian, you might not recognize him, but he's actually an integral part, so I suggest you watch the show so you can know what this character is about. Here's a cool variation of Luke Skywalker. We have Luke Skywalker from The Empire Strikes Back in the Battle of Hoth. He's wearing his Snow Speeder kit. He comes with his iconic blue lightsaber. I just wish he would have came with a Snow Speeder as well. Next up, we have Zeb from Rebels. Now, as you guys know, I haven't gotten around to watching Rebels yet, and I'm actually not familiar with this species, so I'm really excited to see who this character is in the show. Now, this is one of my first few purchases and probably my most damaged box. Another Rebels figure, here we have Ezra Bridger. Now, I'm really interested in this character. Can't wait to see him in Rebels because he has a lightsaber, which leads me to think maybe Jedi, but the handle looks like a blaster, so I'm curious to see how that plays out on the show. Next up is a Scout Trooper. Now, this one says gaming grades from Jedi Fallen Order. I actually haven't played the game. I own it. I'm gonna do a Let's Play on it, but I haven't played it yet. I actually recognize these guys from Return of the Jedi, the Battle of Endor, and from The Mandalorian. Another gaming grades figure, here we have a Stormtrooper Commander from The Force Unleashed. If you haven't played it, I highly recommend it. What initially attracted me to the box was all the blue color, and you guys know how much I love a battle damaged Stormtrooper, so this is a nice addition to my collection. This is probably one of my top 3 Clone Trooper variations that I own. If you haven't seen Season 7 of Clone Wars, you won't understand the emotional attachment, but he is from the Ahsoka Tano-led 332nd Company of the 501st Legion. Another zoom in for the little guys. These are Porgs from the sequel trilogy made by Disney. All opinions aside, you can't argue that these little guys aren't the cutest thing that came from that sequel trilogy. Moving on to the next franchise, this is my favorite character from Naruto. Here we have Itachi Uchiha. Now, I love the way Anime Hero packages their boxes, and I'm looking to complete the collection, so stay tuned for my big bad toy store haul. Okay, this is the franchise that I mentioned that I hadn't talked about yet. Here we have King Mickey and a Dusk from the Kingdom Hearts series, one of my favorite video games growing up as a child, so this holds a near and dear spot in my heart. Next up, we have Avatar Aang from Avatar The Last Airbender. Now, these figures came in a Walgreens variation, which is this one, and the deluxe variation like the Toph and the Ozai from my previous videos. So I need a new Aang to complete my deluxe set. Last but certainly not least, we're getting into the Lord of the Rings franchise. So here we have Saruman the White. He comes with his tower and a palantir. Now, this packaging is so funny to me because the tower is so small compared to the figure. What is this, a tower for ants? Next up, we have the Slayer of the Witch King of Angmar herself, Éowyn, niece to Theoden King and sister to Éomer. This is probably one of my top 3 favorite portrayals of a strong female character in any movie. Last figure for this showcase, we have a Legolas from the Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. He comes in a wave with Gimli, who I'm looking to collect also. I'm actually looking to complete the set because these are Build-A-Character deluxe figures, which I love collecting.
So that's gonna be it for this showcase, you guys. Now, I know that's a bit of a shorter video than usual, but I'm just so excited to jump into the next segment, which is gonna be my big bad toy store review. Now, I'm a skeptical buyer, so I'm a little cautious about buying things online from stores that I haven't used or that don't have a lot of reviews. But I'm kind of excited to do this for you guys because I want more figures and I don't see a lot of reviews of this online. So I'm just gonna bite the bullet for you guys and see if I can get a good review for you. If you enjoyed this content or you're looking to buy from Big Bad Toy Store, but you don't wanna put your own money on the line, I will do it for you. Please subscribe to the channel and become a part of our Pop Cult community. And if you understood my Pop Cult reference for this video, comment down below, and the first one to get it right, I will pin you in the comments section. Feel free to hit that like button and turn on your bell notifications so you're notified when future Mr. Pop Cult videos release and when my Big Bad Toy Store review videos release. It's a free way to show you care. See you soon. Pop Cult True.